Elementary Wind Ensemble concert. So that's very exciting. So we're happy to share that moment with you. It's scary to think that like some people on stage were not born when the Wind Ensemble was. Okay, that means that I'm getting old too. If you would please take a moment right now to turn off your cell phone or just put it on silent. It is being recorded up here by Mr. Peters and also by NPTV, so we want to make sure that we're taken care of there. The Elementary Wind Ensemble is made up of 4 main schools, Bridle Path, General Nash, Montgomery, Walton Farm, and we have a few friends here from Inglewood, Culp, and North Wales. Most of our students are 6th graders. We have a handful of 5th graders, a 4th grader or 2, and we snuck in a 3rd grader, but we have her dressed like everyone else, so you'll never be able to tell who she is. We would like to just take a quick moment to thank our parents who do so much with all the driving and the snow and the different days of the week, and oops, we forgot it was at this school, and anyway, all the behind the scenes stuff seemed a little bit harder this year than it normally is, but we really appreciate all that you have done. I'm going to welcome a dear friend of mine. Dr. Roger Dean was my college advisor back at Temple University, and I am not being kind when I say this. He looks exactly like the last time I saw him in 1999, which is actually kind of freaky, so I don't know what he's taking or what skin cream he uses, but I have to get myself some of that because that's amazing. He was chairperson of the Esther Boyer College of Music at Temple, and he was one of my advisors. So he was a good counselor to me and a good friend. And of course, we reconnected on Facebook. So it was nice to have him out here to conduct. So if I'm a bad teacher, it's his fault. We hope you enjoy the concert this evening. this next piece represents a little bit of an experiment for us. We have like a standard list of composers that we like to use and we go to, and there's only so many really great pieces out there for elementary band. Rob Roman is a new composer to us and to our wind ensemble, so we have not played his music before, but this is a very beautiful piece of music, and it worked out well for us. You'll get a real chance to hear some great sound quality from the group, so we hope you enjoy When the Wind Whispers.
How about that? All right, while they're getting set, this mass of brass here is the tuba and euphonium section, and stereotypically in music, the tubas and the baritones, and often the trombones too, and sometimes in elementary, the bassoon, the bass clarinet, and the barisax, are stuck in the back playing kind of polka parts. And everybody else has got these all fancy, ornate melodies and so on to play, and these guys are kind of polking along. And so this composer, James Poyhar, really, I guess he was probably of two minds. One, he kind of wanted to show that these instruments were capable of so much more, but also maybe kind of give a little payback to the rest of the band. So in Tubas on the Run, these guys have a mountain of notes that are about to come your way, and the rest of the band gets stuck with a polka part. So stereotypically in music, flutes have a bit of a reputation of being self-important. No offense? All along the way in this piece, the flutes are kind of trying to take back their melody. They're indignant that the tubas have the best part, and they're sitting there with the polka part. So you'll hear them trying to steal it back, and the tubas hold their ground. At the very end of the piece, there's a battle between the tuba section and the band, and then the flutes kind of get the last word. How about one more for those tubas? Not an easy thing to do at all. Yes, an improvement. The next selection, Mr. Thompson referenced, we're kind of testing out some composers. The next person is tried and true, Robert Sheldon. We come back to him year after year after year after year. And this one, As Twilight Falls, is just, to me, a great chance for young people to show their more sophisticated side. And I'm sure you all see their less sophisticated side, but we hope you enjoy As Twilight Falls.
Okay, this next piece is so much fun. If you're a more seasoned member of our audience, you might remember some of these tunes from your past. The Magnificent Seven, How the West Was Won, and Blazing Saddles. So good movies and great theme music. And we'll get a chance to feature our trombone section here. So we're excited about that. That's what Mr. Markopol and I play. This is not a bad band for two trombone players, huh? There's like a joke in there somewhere. Anyway, we really hope you enjoy this one because this is one of my favorites. I really enjoy this piece.
typically at this time I would take a moment to share with you a couple thoughts about your child's education, but I'm not going to punish you that way this year. However, I did want to take a moment, but this is the last piece I'll be conducting this evening, and I just wanted to say briefly, I'm married to an anthropologist, and I frequently remark to her, we're the proud parents of a 4-year-old, and I frequently remark to my wife that this parenthood thing has to be the hardest thing that anybody ever invented, right? Like, how did there get to be 6.4 billion people on Earth? I mean, who would do that many times, right? It's so hard. And some of you are laughing, the ones with older kids. You're sitting back there going, ha, it gets harder, buddy. I hear you. Thank you. So anyway, I asked my wife, how did this happen? And she always says very calmly, the anthropologist, it's our diversity that makes us successful as a species. And I say, thank you, honey. So I'm pretty sure by that diversity word, she doesn't mean, the diversity in terms of the shades of our skin or where our great-great-great-great-great-grandparents were born or anything like that. I think more she means the diversity of our minds, and that, scattered across this earth, we all have different cultural practices and views of ways of viewing the world and approaching problems and arriving at solutions. And so far, that's enabled us to be rather successful. And I just wanted to say as we approach PSSA week, do great, but the reason that our children will be successful going forward is not because we crowded music out of the program and in favor of math and reading and science, but because we've maintained a diverse offering of subjects. And I just wanted to take a moment as we start thanking lots and lots of people to thank all of you for making sure that your children have a diverse education. Because the world that's ahead of them we can't see, and they need as many tools in their toolbox as possible to solve those problems that we don't know what they are yet. So commendations to you, and thank you very much for this opportunity to work with them.
All right, these guys are awesome. Please give them such a big round of applause. This there's a lot of people that I would like to thank. Again, thank you to parents. Mr. Markopol, said his regards as well, but we really appreciate all that you do behind the scenes. And from the parental front, Donna Chafee, thank you for being behind the scenes to organize our little reception and stuff, and we appreciate that. And all I see is bright light, so I'm sure you're out there somewhere, so thank you, Donna, if you would just probably stand or something. You can see her, I can. Thank you, Donna. Oh, she's in the front. Okay, thank you. Special thank you to Mr. Tom Peters. He is a band parent, although he currently does not have a child in our band here. He's got another one in the wings waiting, so maybe I'll argue and put a tuba in his hand. See, I was waiting for the reaction. He laughed. He said he doesn't care. Perfect. All right, one more tuba. So anyway, he's gracefully given some time here in recording us, and we'll work together to get the kids a CD. So please give Mr. Tom Peters a round of applause. We greatly appreciate the NPTV folks being here to record. They usually do not record elementary events because they need to be cloned many times over to have enough personnel and equipment to do that. So thank you so much to NPTV. Thank you. Parents, I will send you a link to that. They usually put things on YouTube, so I'll send you a link and you can send that to your relatives around the country. I think I have just a few more things here. To Mr. Pete New, who is the band director here, and Mr. Dave DeValentino, they did so much setting up for this. Like a lot of times, like today, they set up all this stuff for us so Jim and I could just move equipment and stuff. So Pete and Dave, I know Pete's here, I'm not sure if Dave is, but guys, thank you so much for your work behind the scenes. Amazing, amazing. I'm not allowed to embarrass my wife, so I won't do that, so I'll embarrass my daughter. So Becca, I'm really glad you're here tonight. I know that, what important video came out today? Come on parents, Frozen, right. So her goal was to get in Frozen as many times as she could before she came to the concert. So how many did you make it, like 2.5? 2.5. All right, well anyway, I'm glad you're here, sweetheart. Thank you very much. So, all right, thank you. Thank you. This is the part we say speech, but he doesn't look like he wants to give one, so that's great. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very generous.
We really like this, We really like spending all this time with them, and we would do it again and again and again and again. You don't owe us one thing. We're going to eat well. Thank you. But really, thank you for this opportunity. We know you've made a lot of compromises and concessions. I've seen some of your calendars at home. They look like the Gulf War plans. So thank you. Thank you so much.
I promise I wouldn't name any one student out, but I just want to give a special shout out to someone who filled a spot for us here that we desperately needed. We did not have a mallet percussion player, and that kind of scared us. So a little fourth grader decided he was going to start taking drum lessons over the summer, and he had already played piano. I said, hey Josh, I have a way to get you in band. Do you want to play mallet percussion? So he said sure. So he joins band. And I'm like, Josh, I have a great idea. Why don't you join the wind ensemble? So little Josh Platt, our fourth grader over there, just learned how to play mallets, and here he is. So, thank you. Okay. All right. We're going to let our hair down a little bit, so we hope you enjoy.